Hi, and welcome to Volley Talk. I know it's been a little bit, but I've just been busy with doing things, just kind of getting some appointments out of the way from a little bit of a health thing that kind of went on after I had gotten back from Colorado. So I'm back, and I just kind of wanted to cover a few of the bases with some of the tournaments that were going on the last month, and just kind of American women did pretty good in a couple of those tournaments too. We had actually China Open and Amanda Anisimova beat Linda Noskova, and she won 6-0, 2-6, 6-2, which was one of her first 1,000 events, I believe it was. And she really played good. The whole week she played good. And I think she even really, she beat Coco Gauff too, which was one of the good things. And then also we had two Americans in that won also. Then that was in Wuhan. And then that would be Coco Gauff and then Jessica Pegula. And then Coco Gauff won a 6-4, 7-5. So Jessica's been really on a good hot streak too, because she ended up beating Arina Sabalenka. So she was really playing good and hard, but I think it just kind of got caught up to her. And then that's where Coco ended up just kind of grinding it out and winning that match altogether with her. And with that too, we had the Six Kings tournament that you had Taylor Fritz, you had Novak Djokovic, you had Carlos Alcaraz, you had Jannik Sinner and Tsitsipas, and who else was it? Can't remember who the other sixth person was, but anyway, they played it out in a 3-day kind of thing. It ended up being, again, in a final with Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz. And actually then Sinner beat Alcaraz this time 6-2, 6-4. And he was really playing good the whole tournament. And then Taylor Fritz came in third. He was playing Novak Djokovic, won the first set. But then Novak Djokovic, he retired at the end of that first set. And so Taylor Fritz got third place, which isn't too awfully bad. And they were playing in Saudi Arabia too. With that too, they're all this week here. They're all over. I mean, the men and women are all over. But we also had the Shanghai Open that was played, of all things, it was played by two cousins. And then it was Valin Vashret and then Arthur Rundingnick. Valin actually won Arthur won actually 6-4. No, Valin did, and he won 6-4, 3-6, 3-6. Or no, I'm sorry. It was Arthur who won. Sorry about that. But they were two cousins, and they played for the championship there in Shanghai. And then it was Valin won 6-4, and then Arthur won 6-3, 6-3 to take home. And that was a 1,000 event also with that. But they're all over. They're in China, and then Japan and Italy and Mexico. And then Brazil, all this week, and playing all over those tournaments this year, this week for the men and women. So they're just spread all over the place with that. But also, I just kind of wanted to tell you too, me and a friend of mine, we had planned on doing this, but he had a lot of health issues with a hip surgery, Achilles surgery, and he's getting back after hip surgery, and he's starting to play really good. But me and him always planned to do, whenever we played, it was always kind of a get and then do different venues on different courts all through the cities that we live in here. And so we ended up finally doing that also. Anyway, for those of you who like this or like what I do and want to watch, and let me know, like, comment, and subscribe. For you YouTubers, and then you podcasters, if you want to, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. And then you're going to hear about the racket of the day that I have coming up pretty soon. Racket of the week, I should say. So with that too, what me and my friend ended up doing, we ended up going and did 12 times that we played in different courts throughout the cities. And I did okay in the first few, but he got the best of me. I just don't fare up very well with him. I only won one set out of the 12 matches that we played, and I just did not play good at all. But he just has a game that he just gets it back, but he gets it back where you're not. And he gives you the bit like a hard shot or spin or whatever it is that you just can't get to it and you don't get a very good shot on it. And then he's right there to put it away. But it was very frustrating playing him this year. And I hope maybe I can hopefully get my game back to somewhere, hopefully to get that taken care of for me. And so, with that, I just wanted to say with that we did have a good time. I was frustrated. As the weeks went on, I was more frustrated because I wasn't winning. I was coming close. Did win one set at one place, but it was a 7-5 set, and then I didn't win anything else. Came close in another time, really close in 2 sets in another venue that we were at. But the last match that we played was a really kind of a fun match, because what we ended up doing is kind of commemorating our friend Bruce Swanson that had passed away at such a young age, at 61, in his sleep. And we just wanted to commemorate a match to his rackets. I ended up going to his together gathering that his family had, and talking about him, his kind of a ceremony, I guess, there. And then his brother had brought some of his rackets, and he goes, well, yeah, if you want to choose and take some, feel free, because we're going to throw them out. And so that's what I ended up doing, is getting a couple of his rackets and then some of his trophies that he had, which was really good. But anyway, we ended up playing with his 2 rackets that he had over that time. And so that was really a fun thing to do too, with that. And just commemorating our friend and then playing with his rackets. And I was hoping I would be channeling him, but I just didn't play good at all. Just a different feel racket. I hit okay, but I've just been having a bad time returning the ball. I've just been really hard and struggling with that for some reason, maybe concentration or something, but I'm just not concentrating. But also not serving good at all. I mean, double faulting way too much. And then letting my friend, he dictates it, and I just not hitting the ball. I have easy shots, and I hit the frame of the work and don't hit the strings and stuff. So kind of one of the frustrating things, winding down at the end of the year, maybe I just need to go back to the club, get on the courts, and start hitting against the ball machine again, so I can get some timing and start to hit some better shots or something. So provided I don't go in for knee surgery, because my knees have been bothering me too. So that's what you get for being playing as long as I have in tennis, for that. But you YouTubers, you be sure and like, subscribe, and comment with what I do. If you like that, and if you like the over-the-phone interviews, I do want to say thank you to Vince Van Patten for actually giving me the opportunity to interview him when he was going to be going to Vegas to go play Andre Agassi. But yeah, if you're listening, Vince, or if any pro out there is listening, please get in touch with me through here. Would love to do an over-the-phone interview with you and kind of find out your journey. I've got a few something in the fire right now that could be a possibility that would be a step up from to a retired tennis player, but that won't happen until it goes through the okay with that. So it's there, it's almost. So it's just waiting for him to get back in touch with me. And so anyway, with that too, I do want to say this week here is the racket of the week. Now this racket here, it's a very small racket because it's probably a child's racket from back in the day here, with the convex right here, the convex and not the but that's a convex, meaning it's probably around about the 1930s or 20s, 30s with that. And then with the strings at the bottom, the ribbing, letting you know if you wanted to spin, it's knots or smooth with that. And but it's a very old, it has the cat or cowgut strings with it. But it was primarily probably used for a child to start playing tennis back in the day here too. It's still a very good straight racket, very straight, very sturdy still with that. And then with the brass screw in it there too, you can tell that then with those rackets, and then with the convex racket part right here, not the concave, but the convex coming up over is in around about the 20s, 30s in that area. With the racket of the week, but it's very so. YouTubers, like, subscribe, and comment on what I do in showing the racket of the week and with you, and then more to come with this. But I just wanted to get on here and let you know I appreciate everybody that listens to me, and make a comment, like, subscribe, and comment for you YouTubers and you podcasters. If you want to take a look at the racket here that I'm showing. Still a very old racket is what it is. So I'm just glad I have it and can preserve an old racket like this. So with that, like, subscribe. And if you want to take a look at it, go to my tennis podcast channel, Tennis Volley Talk with Brian Danielson, and make a comment. So everybody, I appreciate you with listening and making a comment when you do. And also with that too, it's getting a little bit chilly here for me here in Minnesota. Going to be having to go inside pretty soon. But there is one place, in case it gets a warm day in the middle of February, who knows, it can happen. It has happened before. I know where there's 2 nets up at a court. So can get out there on that day if it ends up being nice for one day during the middle of the winter in Minnesota. So with that, everybody, if you get out there and still playing outside, get out there, keep hitting it. I'm going to keep hitting it until I can get a win against this nemesis of mine. So Bruce was also a nemesis. He was beating me a lot. This guy, his name's Scott. And he's been on a tear with me. So I've been gradually being frustrated more and more with trying to get better, but I just can't seem to get the hump where he keeps returning my serve, and I don't know how he does it, and he puts it where I'm not. And it puts me in an uncompromised position to hit the ball. Either I don't hit it, or I hit it out, or I just don't hit it, and he's right there to put it away. So kind of one of those things, but it was still a fun series, even with that last match, commemorating our friend Bruce with his rackets that we played with. So everybody, you get out there, keep hitting, and play good. And thank you very much. And everybody have a good week, and I'll talk to you next week. Thank you.